Assalamualaikum and good day to Dr. Shazina Abdul Rahman as my examiner. Okay, today I will present my project proposal is integration traffic light system for emergency response vehicle. For my supervisor is Dr. Muhammad Zaki Zakaria. Okay, before I continue to my introduction of this proposal project, let me give you a briefing of the background of this proposal project. Okay, this proposal project, I've been used to use. This one is my idea project for my back in degree in Uni KL. This one because in master I pick the same proposal project because I want to enhance and optimize the system to become better. With the guide of a from the supervisor, inshallah I able to make the detection more optimized and more accurate. So let's continue for our slide. Okay, let's start with introduction. I can see in the slide is this prototype to deliver traffic light that can detect emergency vehicle response, such as the ambulance, civil defense, police, and other emergency vehicle response. The function is when certain distance the camera will catch the image of emergency response vehicle and will integrate the traffic light color from red into green. Furthermore, the camera will be used machine learning system to detect emergency response vehicle when faced an obstacle such as car or other vehicle blocking the road the emergency response vehicle want to pass through the traffic light. For my experience as civil defense, I'm on the ambulance, and when I come to the junction of the traffic light, it takes time. I need even they hear the siren, the vehicle need to move side by side because the traffic is still red. And then I have to go down. I have to get up for ambulance. Need to stop the traffic light to give the ambulance to come in. To go through the traffic light. That's why I'm proposed this project. Okay, let's continue. Okay, problem statement. The common issue is the traffic light is that optical coverage of traffic is not enough optical control and the cost of construction and method of the load detection are high. So here is the few problem statement that occur in traffic light Malaysia. The current traffic light system does not have a network connection. Without the network, it means the emergency vehicle can override the traffic system when they want to conjunction. Second, the current traffic light system does have some sensor exist but might not be sufficient for the purpose of this project, thus it will not sense any emergency vehicle respond when they approach it. Third, the traffic light system cannot make decision with a human interval. It because when there was obstacle at the road on the road, it made the difficult the emergency response vehicle to pass through smoothly. And the last one, the traffic light cannot collaborate with other traffic system at a different junction if an emergency vehicle want to pass through the junction any intervention from the other vehicle. Okay. For research question, this is the okay in research question. We have a few questions need to answer because some already built for emergency vehicle with current energy. Here's the question: is this energy can overcome the current energy that already exists? Is all emergency vehicle able to use the same energy to bypass traffic light when through it? And here the specific question: is image recognition able to detect the vehicle in multiple different landscape or surrounding of traffic light? Can use the new method of energy is more faster response for the traffic system than the current system. As we know, some of the traffic light do not have the exist but they using RFID. So sometimes as we know as RFID is one of the best to detect vehicles such as the toll and RFID. But in RFID you need certain angle to detect. That's why the research question is some of the technology need a certain angle to detect. Need some of environment. Sometimes the environment of the surrounding is not cope with the technology. So that continue. For research objective, every research purpose need an objective to explain the need of the system. Here is the objective of the research. Try to build a prototype of the process system by using small computer systems such as Raspberry Pi. The purpose system is to enable the traffic light to detect the emergency response vehicle when it passes through traffic light to detect the emergency response vehicle in the state obstacle and non-obstacle. Meaning state obstacle and non-obstacle is the obstacle is cars, lorries, and other transport. For non-obstacle, if the traffic is clear, do not have any car or no car in the road. Okay, for the next is scope and signification. Scope, the prototype of the system will be tested near at my workplace at Junction at Sunway Medical Center with the state of obstacle and obstacle. Furthermore, the prototype will be tested by a percentage of regulation of the system when emergency response vehicle come near to the system. Certificate of study. The certificate of study for this research purpose is to compare with existing system that already developed by the others around the world. With my purpose research and technology to apply it only the image of emergency vehicle to make the decision for traffic light system when the emergency vehicle went through the junction of the traffic light. When the technology that I purpose it will increase the lifetime of the victim inside the ambulance or reduce the time arrive for hospital and to arrive the scene. Okay, for later review is some of the journal that already done. Okay, as you see, for the first one is traffic light for emergency response using radio frequency to detect the emergency vehicle with the RF. Radio frequency component detect the signboard traffic light. This one is actually using like what they call RFID using radio frequency. Okay, for the second one is intelligent radio traffic light control for ambulance using combination of probable interface control with radio frequency. Okay, the two one is the same, but they focus in the ambulance only. They need to identify which spot to put in the ambulance. For the third one is wider detection traffic light for emergency vehicle. Focus wider detection towards the emergency response. Okay, this one they are using the Arduino Uno. Okay, for Arduino, as you know, Arduino have many design of the circuit board I can use for wider detection. So they need to plan the wider detection in the traffic light and also in the ambulance. So that when the ambulance coming to the traffic light, the system will detect. Okay, in the inside of the ambulance will detect the wireless connection. So for my one is integrated traffic light system for emergency response development traffic light system that can integrate the camera to detect emergency response vehicle in the state obstacle of obstacle. This one is my proposal. Raspberry Pi Model 3B and camera model Raspberry Pi V2. This one is my last year of a degree. Now I will use the same. With the latest technology, I'm able to make more focus it. So we're gonna to methodology. Okay, for the methodology, I will use the iterative and increment development. Because for this, I choose this one as you see is it's a agile development methodology. In agile methodology, the shorter development cycle referred to as an iterate or sprint in time box limited to certain increment of time such as 2 weeks. At the end of iteration, working code is aspect that can be displayed for the customer. As you see in the diagram, the requirement planning and its design, implement, development, testing, evaluation. Will be go to circle even though if this to implement, I will do the testing and do an evaluation again and again. After complete multiple testing, then I will deploy. Because I will stay using the same technology. Maybe if I have some able to find a new technology such as they call Nvidia board. That's why it's more better than Raspberry Pi. But the cost of it is more higher. It's more expensive than Raspberry Pi. Let me continue. Okay, this is my flow chart. Okay, the start. As you see at the start. As you see the start. And then the camera Raspberry Pi capture image when you respond. Instead of obstacle, no obstacle, process image, turn traffic light red into green. in the end. If not, if person is fail, we come back to this one. So this is my reference. So thank you.